Yes, hello everyone. So I'm recording this video just to share my experience what happened. So you all have seen the video that I had shared and uploaded yesterday regarding that fraud, that GeoFiber fraud. So the customer care department from ICICI Bank, they had actually asked me to visit the bank today along with certain documents. And today when I went there, see, in the email that I had received from the customer care department from ICICI, it had written that between 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. I could go to the bank anytime during this time window. Okay, but the moment I reached the ICICI bank, uh, the guard outside, he said that, sir, we don't allow anybody to enter the bank post 3 p.m. So I showed him that email and I educated him. And then I even handed my phone to the guard, and the guard, when he took the phone inside the bank, he said, "Sir, I'm being told not to let you enter, and you must visit us day after tomorrow." And why did he say day after tomorrow? Because tomorrow is some holiday, and for today they are closed, right? So, the good part that the reason why I'm making this video, so the good part was now somebody actually walked out of the bank, and I asked that person that, do you work here? She said, yes, I do. And um, then I asked her that, what should I do regarding this one? She said, just wait, I'll be back. She never returned. Then there's another lady who came out of the bank to attend to some money deposit into some cash deposit thing into the ATM that was right next to the bank. And when I asked this to the lady, she said, "Sir, we can't do anything at the moment since we are closed. You give this paperwork to the guard. He will drop it inside the bank within the check drop box, and we will look into it next time when we work. That means day after tomorrow, or maybe by Monday we will take a look." But it was strictly mentioned on the email that within 48 hours those paperwork should be submitted at the bank. So just to bring into the notice of customer care department at ICICI, out of curiosity, I again gave a phone call to the customer care. And when I explained this to the customer care department, they actually made me speak to somebody within the customer care. And that guy, when I explained the situation to him, he said, hand the phone over to the guard. So I handed the phone over to the guard. The guard took the phone inside, and and then when I received the phone back, this guy on the phone from ICICI Bank, he said that, sir, you can go into the bank. I have already had a word with the people inside. I requested him to stay on the line. And by the time I entered the bank, this guard had already dropped that paperwork into the drop box, the check drop box. Okay. So I told to this person over the phone that, hey, this guard, he has already dropped that paperwork into the checkbox. Now, too much of to and fro. Ultimately, what happened? This guy on the phone from the customer care department, he actually sounded very much confident, and he asked me to hand the phone over to the guard. The guard took that to the bank manager, and all that stuff continued to happen. And eventually they let me in into the bank, and they again downloaded the same form, the form that I had filled at my home. They filled the form, they asked me for the documentation. Luckily I was carrying the original things, so I handed it over to them, and then they initiated the procedure at the bank. So the message is, if this thing happens to you, right? I'm not sure. See, I experienced a fraud with the other bank account as well, other than the ICICI bank. I did not face any challenge with that bank, but with ICICI, I did. Right. So just in case, if you also experience similar kind of problem when you visit the bank to submit the documentation and all that stuff, I think you should also speak to the customer care department of the bank, and they should be able to handle the situation. I don't know like how it will be, but better not to give up. Do make a phone call to the customer care department. All right. And I hope that none of you actually have to experience this, right? but just wanted to share what my experience was so that you know what needs to be done at every stage, right? Okay, take care then. See you. Bye bye.